Hey guys, what's up? It's Spencer, and I'm back. Hockey Gets Back, boys. And this video is the second video we have ever made. And this one is about Finnish right winger Kasperi Kapanen. And this is about Kasperi Kapanen's hype. Now, like I said in the last video, the Leafs are my number one favorite team in the whole league. So, obviously, I had to give a hype about somebody on the Leafs first, right? Exactly. And Kasperi Kapanen is one of those players where I think he's tremendously underrated by a lot of people. And I think that the Phil Kessel trade overshadowed him. And we put too much pressure on him, but he's really energetic, really fun to watch, and I say he makes the team out of camp next year. But without further ado, let's take a look at his career. So, his first ever NHL games were in 2015-16 with the Leafs after the trade deadline. I believe they called up William Nylander, Kasperi Kapanen, Zach Hyman, and Nikita Soshnikov. I think that was all of them. Can't really remember. Oh yeah, they brought up Ben Smith too, to let them play in the NHL. But Kapanen, Soshnikov, Hyman, and Nylander were young guys. Ben Smith was like a veteran, but in his first ever season with the Toronto Maple Leafs, his first 9 games, he didn't have any goals, he didn't have any points at all. The next year came along, and this was 16-17. He played for the Marlies for the start of this year. He played 43 games and had 18 goals and 25 assists for 43 points. In his second career, in his third career AHL season, he was a point per game. That was when he was 20, I want to say. Okay. The next season, and then he got called up to the NHL. When he got called up to the NHL, he had 1 goal in 8 games played, but it was that tying goal that got the Leafs into the playoffs. Connor Brand scored that goal in 16-17. In the playoffs, Kasperi Kapanen, we all know, they lost to Washington that year in the first round. But Kapanen did have 2 goals in 1 game and also had a game winner in that series. So Kapanen proved to be very clutch in that season. And in the 17-18 season, it proved that even further. Now, in 28 games with the Toronto Marlies, he had 12 goals and 12 assists for 24 points. Not that bad. It wasn't point per game like the season before, but I think if he stayed the whole year, he could have got momentum. He got called up to the Leafs and played 36 games with them. In those 38 games, he had 7 goals, 2 assists for 9 points. Kasperi Kapanen, at this point, had 10 NHL points. And now I will go over his career stats. In 55 games with the Toronto Maple Leafs, he has 8 goals and 2 assists for 10 points. But remember, this guy didn't really find his spot the last 2 years. They brought him up come playoff time. I don't think it was just to see how he would react. I think it was because he was a real clutch guy in the AHL, and Toronto thought they could use him. That's honestly what I think, and I think it's true. But obviously, right here, Kapanen, why should we be getting excited about him? 10 points in 55 games? Not that great. Well, let's just start with some of the signs. First one being Sammy Kapanen. You guys might not know who that is. That is Kasperi Kapanen's father. He played in the NHL with, I believe, the Philadelphia Flyers. Can't really remember the other teams he played for. When he was playing, I wasn't really, when he retired, I was probably 3 years old, so I can't remember back then. I don't even think I watched hockey back then. So, like I said, I don't think I watched hockey. Now I do. Kasperi Kapanen also was in the Phil Kessel trade that sent him to Pittsburgh. I believe the trade was a first-round pick, Kasperi Kapanen and Scott Harrington, and Nick Spalling went to Toronto. Oh, sorry, and a second-round pick to Toronto for Phil Kessel, Tim Erickson, and a second. I believe that was a trade. I can't really remember. It was a couple summers ago, but we got Kapanen. And Kapanen's proved to be a very good clutch player for us. And I think that if Kasperi Kapanen can stay producing like he is, I think he will make the team out of camp. He will make the team out of camp. Yes, you heard it, folks. He will make the team out of camp if he keeps playing like this. And I think he'll have 40 points and maybe even a runner-up for the Calder. I don't know. But the Calder's another video that I'm going to do way down the line when it's for the season predictions. And yeah, guys, so that's all I wanted to say. I think Kasperi Kapanen really needs to get hyped up. He doesn't have much points, but just taking into account some of the circumstances he's been brought into, his dad was a superstar. He's been a clutch player for the Leafs, and also he has played a lot of games for the Leafs. I think it's very possible. Plus, apparently the Leafs thought he was good if he came over for Phil Kessel. So, obviously, tell me in the comment section below what you guys thought, and I think this was a very good player to pick up in the Kessel trade. Kappy is one of my favorite players, not just on the team, but the whole league. Yeah, guys, let's get Kapanen hyped up. So, this is the end of this video, guys. Make sure you like this video if you liked it. Make sure you subscribe because it helps me.